Hey guys, I'm Josh Brown.
And I'm Jordan Stevens.
And you're watching the Cars and Health Bars podcast. Let's get right into the episode. Hey guys, welcome to Cars and Health Bars. On today's episode, we are joined by Chris from Chris. How are you doing?
Good. How are
Pretty
you guys
good. How
doing
about
today?
yourself?
Oh, just enjoying this
Oh
great
yeah, I
weather
wish we had it down here. It's a little rainy, but as far as temperature, it's been pretty good.
I'm sure it's freezing up in me.
Yeah, it's pretty cold up here.
You being a representative, I kind of want to. Of course, as many of you know, being the kind of leader in aftermarket LS stuff, and I just kind of want to hear it from you what you guys kind of stand on as far as your parts and what puts you guys above the others as far as variety and all that good stuff.
I mean, when you're shopping from a small family-run business that it lives and breathes LS and LT performance. One of the standout products we have is like our LS rocker arm trunnion upgrades. These are a must-have for anyone pushing their engines to the limits. Really, I mean that's one of our best products that we have.
Hey Josh, you good over there?
Yeah, sorry. So, Jordan had a really bad experience with your trunnions, and
Yeah.
that's kind of one of the talking points we talked about over email is that Jordan had these problems, and I kind of want to. I understand some parts come defect from the manufacturer, but I kind of want you to kind of break down what could have happened, and all that good stuff.
I mean, really and honestly, other than that, I mean, I haven't heard that we've had any problems out of the trunnions. I don't know that we've had any other than maybe that complaint. That's the only one that we've heard of. I've never had any bad feedback off of it. I don't know. Maybe whoever put it in probably didn't do it correctly, but as far as how the trunnions work, I mean, nobody other than him saying that he didn't have a good part. We've never had any problems out of them, so I don't really know.
That's interesting to me. I haven't had. I'm the only one who's had an issue. As far as I'm aware, the installation was good. It was the only thing different in that setup versus like a stock LS was a tighter or harder valve spring. It was a lot more spring pressure, and then a bigger, heavier push rod too. So as far as installation, the rocker moved freely when I put it in, and preloaded it, checked that it was good, and torqued to 22 foot-pounds.
Did you put it in yourself, or did you take it somewhere to have it put in? Yeah, that could be the problem. Most of the time, you want to take them to a shop to have them do it. They're a little better at getting the exact thing done.
Yeah, I'll have to consider that next time. Maybe I should let a professional handle it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, because like I said, I've never had anybody say anything about the trunnions, so I don't really know.
All right, who is this? I'm known for I'm trying to roll with it, but it's too much. You're a little laggy on your end. I didn't catch your name.
Yeah, I live out in the sticks. I ain't got a great signal.
Fair enough. You sound like Cody.
I don't know. Who's Cody? Is he calling me Peyton?
No.
Peyton? No. Okay, you just sound like one of my coworkers.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do now, Slim. I can't.
Oh my God.
I'm glad that I held it together as long as I did.
That was good.
I couldn't keep it together at all. Like, I was immediately, I had to do it.
Every time I looked over, you were like leaning out.
Yeah, I knew you were laughing. I was like, is he serious? Like, he can't be.
That was amazing. I love that so much. Well,
got me.
Yeah,
that was good.
Well,
I kind of wished it would have went on a little bit longer, but that's okay.
Yeah, I tried.
Hey,
I tried.
Good. I pretty much gave it up.
He sniffed me out pretty quick. He was like, "Listen, who is this?"
I was like, He can't be serious right now.
Oh,
Well, Chris, it was great having you on. If you want to go ahead and I appreciate your time. You can go ahead and hop
That
off
was
and
funny.
get
I like
yourself.
that.
Yeah, you can go ahead and hop on out of here if you want to. If you
Canesville.
don't, we can just talk about you being a welder. But I know you got to go to work in the morning.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be all right. Maybe we'll talk about it another day.
That works. Well, Chris, I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the morning, buddy.
All right. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Have
Oh
a good
yeah,
one.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
see you. Well, that was worth a try. I'm just
That was a
not
good
good.
one.
I'm not good at holding it together. I should have did no webcams.
I'm not either, but I was like, all right, I gotta roll with it. I gotta
I
see.
I can't wait to pull pictures of your face because whenever I looked off screen, you're just like, like this
Like, is this guy serious?
he
like,
went straight for the trunnions. I was like,
yeah,
yes.
I was like, ain't no way this guy like ripping on me from the start.
He's like, did you have a reputable shop put them in? He's like, no, I did it myself. Like, we talked about this, and he was like, yeah, that's our most major problem is whenever, people try to do stuff on their own.
I mean, I will say that is where a lot of failures come from. But I know for sure I didn't have a bad installation on that.
You got a little bit of experience.
I mean, that was my first time, but I know I did it right because I did do one wrong, and obviously I didn't run it because I realized, hey, it's the rocker is bound up. I must not have done something right. So
yeah,
I just didn't. I had it pushed too far to one side, so the trunnion was getting butted up against the snap ring.
yeah. And no hate. I'll probably bleep out the name of the company just to not throw any hate.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little.
I don't hate the company, right? But
Yeah. No big deal. No hate.
Yeah, not like
it
it's
was
hate.
just it was just a bad experience that happened to Jordan and I had. I love.
It really wasn't that big of a deal. I just had to buy head gaskets and head bolts.
Yeah.
So I ran used lifters. So it's like I didn't even go out and spend money on lifters. I put like 6-gen Camaro used lifters.
Yeah, I mean, the junkyard LS stuff, it's kind of hit or miss.
I mean, before the engine went down, the lifters it was on was like 150,000-mile truck lifters of a Gen 5 5.3.
God, I know. Right now, Cletus is doing that drag and drive event with that. What is it? It is a 5.3 also, but it's turboed. And like first pass, it what did it? Oh, it blew a head gasket and damaged the head. So immediately,
how much boost he running?
I think it made like 18 to 22 pounds, somewhere in there, like high teens, low 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Blew the head gasket, went ahead and put another junkyard 5.3 in there, and then they go to drive it.
Oh, so this was like on stock head bolts.
No, he had ARP studs.
Oh, okay.
They start heading down the road and like just slowly losing oil pressure. I think it got down to like 15.
Jesus.
It is barely making it. They dump some Lucas in it, get it back up to like 30s, and it drops down to teens again.
If it's in the teens with Lucas, it's done, buddy. You done. There ain't nothing that's fixing that.
Well, he drained the oil, refilled it, and changed the filter. The filter looked fine. There was some sludge in it, and it holds like 60, 70 pounds of oil pressure now. And I don't know.
Maybe it was just bad oil in it.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. Well, he thinks.
Did he not even put oil in it from the junkyard? Like he just ran what was in it?
No, I don't know.
If he did, I could believe that. I could believe that.
Yeah, but he thinks the cam bearing is just so wallered out that it's just like allowing blow by.
I mean, if it was that bad though, wouldn't it make noise?
Yeah. Oh, it was making a horrendous noise.
Oh, okay.
It almost sounded like a collapsed lifter though, but I don't know.
Like a tick.
Yeah.
Not like a tick, I guess. Because when I say tick, I think of exhaust leak, so it'd be more of a peck.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, it's just cool to see and every time he posts something on Facebook, Brian Kimball's on there. Like I think he said one time, you guys don't work with junkyard LSs and it shows, or you don't know your junkyard LSs. I'm like, Brian Kimball, no.
Not the man.
Out.
I
And
mean,
then
if anyone knows, it's Brian Kimball.
somebody tried talking about their. It's got a 4L80 in it, and somebody
Mm-hmm.
said commented, is anybody else surprised that the 4L80 is still making it? And Brian Kimball's like, not in the slightest. He said a
Yeah, not
4L80 is a is a TH400 with overdrive.
exactly. It's a goat transmission. That dude, I don't know why so many people go 4L60 when a 4L80 will bolt right in.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah,
don't get it.
I don't get it either. And you can get them at junkyards too. It's like
Mm-hmm. Like you can
all
find
day
used
long.
ones. You don't even gotta buy a remand or an upgraded one.
Right.
And even if you
Yeah.
do, they're not as expensive as like a 6L80.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 6L80s. Are, I don't know. Too expensive. But yeah, dude, that is my favorite thing I'm watching on YouTube right now is that sick week. I'm not.
Yeah.
I know you don't follow Cletus real closely, but instead of them taking out their like $100,000 drag cars that they spend all this time and money into to do sick week and drag and drive event, instead they did a Facebook Marketplace challenge where he took $7,500 budget, found something to race all week long. Oh, it's such great content, and
That
I
sounds fun.
Cletus is like, this is the most fun I've ever had on a drag and drive. Like, I believe it too. That's like, you have nothing invested. Like, it's just a challenge. Like, you got $7,500 invested in a event. Like, that ain't
Yeah.
nothing for him, especially. He
I'd
blows
say
up a
for me,
SMX.
like
Right.
new
He
daily on the way.
Cletus blows up a SMX. I mean, that's a good, like, probably 70 grand gone.
Yeah, that's a second mortgage.
Yeah.
No.
That would be something so fun to do. Just like even just like going to the drag strip, being like, all right, we got like $2,000. We got to go to the drag strip
Yeah,
and see
that
who
would
got
be.
the
Well,
fastest.
they do King of the Heap like they used to do at NCM. I think it was like a $1,500 limit or something
Oh,
along
really?
those lines. Yeah, it was a very tight budget, and it was like buy your, whatever you can find sporty in that price range and send it.
Yeah, man, that would be so much fun. Like that'd just be entertaining, just seeing what all you can find on Marketplace in our
Yeah,
area.
I've
That'd
been
be a
looking because my truck today gave me a little scares.
What do you mean? The Dakota is a scare, dude.
Yeah, my S10 dog. Something up with it. I don't know yet.
Oh,
It's a weird issue. It's weird.
is that
I'm
4L
thinking
Slippy
I'm
giving out?
thinking it might be that, but it was acting almost like an engine issue, but
Oh
it
no.
isn't an engine issue.
Hey, broken transmissions is in the air, dude.
I know, I guess it is.
The Dakota's
Literally
things
already
went
had
out.
one go out and I didn't even know it till I had it out just inspecting, and I knew this S10 it been going out since 2020, dog.
Dude, I blew every transmission I've ever owned other than the one in the Colorado, and I didn't have it long enough for that to happen. I can't with transmissions. I don't know why.
It's just I mean, you got Dodges,
Oh my
That's
God,
why.
true. And yeah, I guess my Camaro wasn't really on me, so I can't really blame myself for my Camaro.
Nah, that Camaro had more life in it, honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, Ram transmissions are notorious, and I found out my both my Dodges had the exact same transmission, so I mean it makes sense that they both blow up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean the Dakota's definitely made it a lot further, and the Dakota's got oil starved, honestly, so it's kind of
Well,
is on
the
me.
Dakota is a little less torquey and powerful than the Ram too, so
Yeah,
it's
the
a little
Ram
easier on it.
the Ram probably just saw abuse because I did. I
Well, I
was
mean,
pulling
you
her
gotta
off on the
think
truck.
too. Taller tires sometimes can, just changing
I've
drivetrain
got
components can
I mean,
hurt that.
I've got my old Ram tires and wheels on the Dakota
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
I'm talking about when you had the big old jumbo wheelie
Oh,
bobs.
oh yeah, when I had on 35s, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know that the trains went out whenever I had that all set up. I think my trains went out kind of early on. I don't know. I'd have to look back. But yeah, those Dodge transmissions are glass.
yeah. I mean, they're just
That's
known for that.
I mean, if you
Unless it's a
got
Cummins, Bubba.
yeah, but Cummins have rear end problems.
Yeah. Well,
Like my,
every truck does ever.
but I mean, we were pulling like hay balers with my dad's Cummins, and we put probably 3 rear ends underneath that thing. I mean, it was
I mean,
probably
you gotta think though. I mean, it's a lot of stress on a rear end when you're putting a lot of weight behind it.
yeah, and hauling it from here to Bowling Green an
Mm-hmm.
hour, like that is insane. That's asking a
We've
lot.
had Super Duties go through multiple. it's not uncommon for people that really stress them out.
Yeah, people that use trucks the way trucks should be used. I mean, they parts wear out. I mean, they're
Yeah, and you know things aren't made as good as they used to either. So it's, uh, you know, if you're just putting it back to factory spec, yeah, it'll last, but how long? You never know. I mean, some trucks do really good, and some just have issues. It's like a gamble buying a truck, you know.
yeah, it really is because you don't know what the last. It's kind of like buying a race car. Like you don't know, or a street car. You don't know what the last person used it for.
Yeah,
You know,
I
they
mean,
might have honed it around the whole life.
you better get that Carfax. All I'm saying, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I should invest in mine, being that mine's been impounded at one point. It'd be cool to know the story behind
All
that.
right, cool. I didn't know that.
What do you mean? I told you that one time.
I didn't remember.
In the door jamb of my car, there's like a police
That's
badge
right.
sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah. Mine just had two previous owners, and one owner owned it for like 80K or 70, like late 70s, and took good care of it. I'm assuming. And the second owner was like related to that guy, I think, or something. But he got it, and it got hit. I don't know if it's his fault or not in the front.
yeah,
And then the rear had some damage too. I don't know what happened there. It wasn't reported, but I saw that it, you know, before I bought it.
jeez.
That's, you know, I could do a whole thing about what to look at on cars before you buy them, because some people just, anyone can buy a car, but not everyone can buy a car, if you know what I mean. Like, to buy a car, you gotta inspect it, you gotta look at things, you know,
Yeah,
because
that's why
if
I
you
wanted
don't, you're
you or
going to get
Caleb to go
scammed.
with me. Anytime I'm looking at something like that, I want either like you or Caleb to go with me to like look for the particular things.
Yeah.
Like I think whenever I was looking at Camaros, I came across a flood car, and you were telling me what specific places. Well, first you told me no, and then you told me here's the specific places to look. You know, in the rails of the seats, like the tracks that it's on, and
Yeah.
a few other. Oh, you told me to look underneath the dash and see if the columns got rust on it, just like to judge how deep it was in water.
It's hard to tell sometimes, you know,
Yeah,
but
I think Ty Murray ended up buying that car if I'm right. Yeah, I believe he did.
you know, speaking of things not being built as good as they used to just a second ago, uh, kind of interesting thing I saw at Ford. One Isaac was working on these new Ford Mavericks. They're the hybrids. They're CVT 8. I can't remember what they're designated, like I can't remember, but anyway, they're CVT hybrid. And this truck had like, I don't remember how many miles. It was new, man, like 400 miles maybe.
Hmm.
And sure enough, so your transcooler on it is it goes to the trans, and it has this little flange, and there's two lines that go in it, and they're like stamped out, like they're not welded to this flange. They've been expanded to like interference fit this flange.
Hmm.
Kind of like almost like flared out, I guess you could say. And the flare just failed, and this thing was leaking, and these people drove this car for like a day, and this trans was making all kinds of noise, dude. It sounded bad. It's just like, Ford, why don't you weld these, you know, or do a different type of setup? It's really kind of dumb how that is set up, you know.
Yeah.
Just parts being made cheaper, you know, and um, I just don't get it, you know.
You definitely see it in the Teslas. Like they are just notorious for
It's
being
like we're
junk.
it's like we're degrading as time goes on in quality of, you know, some things go up like the technology, but it's like other things go down. So it's kind of interesting to see when you work at the dealer. I think you see it more.
It kind of seems like they're trying to shift your focus with the technology. Like, look at this big screen. Don't look at this trim piece that will break
Oh
if you
yeah.
bend it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Some things are nicer, but I don't know, like your base cars, like your, you know, everyday driver cars that, you know, the new Corolla or Camry or Civic, it's like they're worse than the mid 2000s counterparts.
Yeah, I
Um
definitely agree. And you see them like going for a lot longer too, like mechanically. Like
Yeah,
it seems like you see more of the newer cars in the
dude.
shop than you do the older ones.
You get like a '07, like ish Corolla inline four. That thing should make it 350K, no problem if you
Hmm.
service it.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
cars just ain't like that no more, it seems. Maybe your diesel trucks are, but that's kind of like all I've seen. I will say though, we got a parts truck here at Ford that
Hmm.
is, I guess, selling. Like they're trying to get rid of it, and it's a Gen One Coyote truck with a 6 speed. I think this thing got like 300,000 miles on it, and the engine's never been broke into. I don't think
Oh my
for
god!
nothing. So that's
Don't let that
funny.
magic out.
I think the trans is like not happy though.
Probably not. Get that build up. Ain't good.
Yeah, time to just go ahead and drop in a Gen 2 or Gen 3 Coyote and 10 speed.
Yeah. Oh man, that was kind of my whole episode. I thought that was going to last way longer, so I'm kind of at a loss here for what to talk about. Let's see.
Oh, I wish I had some photos of Isaac's Pro Charger. Dude, this thing was
Oh
cooked.
man, I saw
Me and
that.
him tried to separate some parts from it, and it just wouldn't go.
Is it a what Pro Charger? Oh,
I
it's a
think it's
Precision
a
Pro Charger. It's
it's a D1, I think, or no, a P1, P1S.
oh okay. I wonder how much
I think
rebuild
you
kit
can.
will be for me.
He's seen the new inlet, not turbine, where they call it impeller,
Yeah,
and you can get an impeller, but I don't know about the rest. I mean, this thing was cooked.
the whole
Uh,
housing's cooked.
all the bearings are done. Everything is done. New gears, like
I wonder if he could just pay
it's
Pro
literally
Charger to take it.
the only thing usable is the housing.
I was gonna say, I wonder if he could just pay like Pro Charger to take it and service it, kind of like you could send like Whipples back to get the blades redone and
I
all
don't
that
know.
good
I
stuff.
mean, we were just trying to take it apart today. Well, mainly
Was he
he was, and I was helping him.
was he wanting to put that on the Mustang or the
I
truck?
told him he should because it's like he got that strut tire brace powder coated lava red. It's like, dude, powder
Yeah,
coat the housing lava red. He said do a bronze impeller, bronze wheels on it, dude.
yeah,
Be dope.
dude. I know somebody at Powder Coat cheap, unless he wanted
We got
painting
a
himself.
painter who painted the bracket, and it was good. I don't know if he probably get it powder coated though.
Yeah, yeah. I still kind of want a powder coat on my intercooler piping, but I'll probably save that for after the car is running well and I enjoy it for a while, and then I might take it back apart. I don't know. It just depends on how easy it'll be because that bumper, man, as many times we took that bumper off and back on during this build, I'm ready to just have my car together for a little while.
Understandable. I'm planning on rebuilding my transmission here soon. I don't know if anyone would be interested in seeing that or not. I'm definitely gonna be having Isaac help because I'm not a transmission guy. Not that I don't know how to press and remove gears, but it's definitely new territory for me. So assistance
Anything,
has helped.
yeah, anything just like you can watch somebody do a trade. I mean, it gets views. It's good. I mean, I got like 1,000 on TikTok just with you cutting out that trap door. Like it's just anything really.
Well, what about that one you did of me with my 416? I saw that too. It seemed like it did
Yeah,
pretty good.
it did okay. I think it got close to 1,000. It's I don't know. It's
Toolbox
like,
Tuesday didn't do good, probably because I was a day late and it was like 3 o'clock.
man, I don't know what it is. It's just like the views on TikTok have been so done for after that whole it getting taken down thing. It's just like half the people
We
can't
were
get
on a
back on
roll
there
too,
now.
man.
Yeah, like
It definitely
4,500
sucks to
every.
see as creators.
Yeah, I know. Just like 4,500 every single thing. It didn't matter what time I was posting it. It's like back to getting like 1,000 a video. Getting lucky to get 1,000 a video.
Yeah. I
I
don't
think
know
I
if anyone's
posted.
had one recently do good enough to break that.
Yeah, I think. Golly, it just sucks that they bomb TikTok like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, and just for them to bring it back like less than 24 hours later.
I still hold the record though, so we
I
vibing.
remember you got that in like I think we were all in a call whenever it like we found out, and Jordan's like, I still got the record. God, you got bragging rights forever. All you care about's those bragging rights.
I don't even care. I'm never gonna use it, but I got it.
I got it. Oh man. What do we have on the gaming topic? What have you been playing here lately?
Define lately, because all week I've not been on it. Feels like
Yeah, true. I mean,
I've been very tired. I got League of Legends back, but I haven't played it yet. And someone told me Apex has had a bunch of changes too, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out.
we got season 2 on Black Ops 6.
I haven't tried it yet. PPSH seems pretty good. What
Yeah,
about the map, Zombies map? You seen anything about it?
I haven't played it yet. Got the ice staff back, which you were the one that told me that, and also got 2 new perks. Well, not new, mule kicks back, and there's this
we knew
perk
that.
called Death Perception. It's where you can see zombies through walls. I don't know if it's a returning perk. If it is, I didn't know.
No, that is not.
Yeah, it seems kind of dumb. I mean, like I guess it'd be a perk that I would get.
Nah, I think I would get that.
Really, being able to see zombies through walls.
Where they spawn, dog.
I guess.
Help you learn how to control spawns.
I just hope it's got some good augmentations with it, where it'll buff.
Oh, I bet it does, dude. Probably like free zombies looking at them, rare chance or something.
Yeah, or like zombies that you're like locked onto, you got more damage to them or something like that.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I'm definitely wanting to play it before the title goes away. I got the early title on Liberty Falls, and that's it. I was really wanting to get all the early special titles for zombies for the Easter eggs.
Call of Duty don't deserve our money and time.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I don't know. I've been enjoying it. Other than like here lately, ever since season 2 dropped, it's been like sweats. Like I've
noticed
no good lobbies I've gotten into. Normally, it's like me, Trevor, and Charles matchmake. Usually, it's people that we can do decent against. Drop like a 30-40 kill game. No, like I think my last match I went like 4-20. I was like, God, dude, I got to get out of here.
I got to get out of here, man.
It was like just no map control, getting spawn killed. Like either that or they would camp so hard that like they'd be watching every angle you came out of, or you'd have to be camping. It's like
I feel like I'm about to get in a tyrant rant on Call of Duty like I was the other night.
God, that
about
was awesome.
My teammates. Call of Duty, they might have worse teammates than Rocket League. I'm not doubting that.
And there's more of them. You got 5 instead of one other one.
Yeah, exactly. I got one guy to deal with versus I got 5 other people. And if half of them are watching an angle and I get shot from it, I'm going to be a little irritated. That's all I'm saying. Like I see 3 guys on the car on Nuketown and I'm getting shot from that alleyway as I run across the garage. I'm getting a little mad.
And what's stupid is like you'll be the one getting shot instead of him shooting the dudes who's shooting him like already.
Yeah,
like
they'll be just hiding, waiting for him to peek.
It's like you're always the main character on Call of Duty.
Dude, I always if I know someone, even the slightest possibility they're watching somewhere, I'm sliding through that area. I ain't taking a chance. We don't risk it.
Yeah. Man,
what about Dead Ops Arcade? Any news?
What I was just about to say. Yeah, I don't know. Not that I know of. I hope.
We need to get a petition.
Yeah, we do. Dead Ops Arcade was
you can't not bring it back.
Man, I feel like Black Ops 3's was so good too, especially with the games with the trucks. That was so much fun.
It was. I remember playing that. We played a lot of it, and we never beat it.
No, we would make it to like the shadow people, and then that was done. Dude, those people were GG. Like
we made it. We made it really close. I remember one time.
Yeah,
but man, it gets hard. That one arena where it's really close quarters is the hardest.
Yeah, they spawn in a circle, and like you're in the middle of that circle. I'll never.
No, not that one. Oh. That one's easy.
Man,
the one where it's a really small cube and it's like a ancient ruin kind of looking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, isn't that also around the same spot you have to like do a time trial? Like you have to run through this like these rooms.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I remember always getting stuck there too.
Mm-hmm. Man, we need to do like a playthrough of Dead Ops Arcade.
I know, I just deleted Black Ops 3 too. I need to get it back.
No.
You know me.
This man.
Dude, I was having problems. Black Ops wasn't wanting to update, and I was like, "What's the problem?" I thought I was out of disk space, but it was really just like Xbox app was being dumb. I had to like restart my whole PC.
Sounds
But
about right.
yeah, I think I'm good now. I need to reinstall it and do
I've
some
been
dead
wanting
ops.
to get a Steam Deck so bad. I don't know if they're worth it though. I
I
haven't
haven't seen
really
anything
looked for
negative about them.
reviews, but
You being
I
uh, you being paid by the job, dude. I just see you in your bay, kicked back, playing your Steam Deck, waiting for something to
dude,
roll in.
they would get so mad at me too. That's the best part. It's like I'm a game in here if y'all ain't giving me no work. What you think I'm gonna do?
Be in the middle of an oil
They
change and
think
be
that
like,
you think you own me. You're crazy. That's all I'm saying. Look. I work for you, but I don't work for you. You know
my toolbox got wheels for a reason.
exactly.
It'll roll in here the same way it
Do
rolled
we?
in.
Kind of speaking on Ford. Got a few people that are not happy,
Really?
and got one guy put in his 2 weeks, and there's just like a bunch of unease for people. Not really me so much. I'm whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
But definitely the first time I've seen it like this. And this
Yeah.
is, I think the first time I went through a new service manager, but I don't know. It's a little different.
Well, others have, I feel bad for Tyler. Tyler's got like heck of bills he's got to get taken care of. And,
Mm-hmm.
it's
They're just making it hard for people to work there, and live. And I don't blame anyone for doing what they gotta do.
man, it seems
I'm
like
not
y'all
saying
been
Tyler's
slow.
gonna or
Like
no one, but
y'all been slow like all winter, man.
I mean, it's just typical working in a shop, We're not in
Yeah.
a big city, so we are, but, at the same time, people don't go to dealers for little stuff usually.
Yeah, they know
If your
better than
car
to
ain't,
do
if
that.
your car ain't in warranty and you're bringing it to a dealer, you just
You're asking
must
for it.
want the dealer,
Yeah.
Nothing against it, but it wouldn't be me,
Or if you have like an
And
issue like
that's me
related with the
taking money
computer.
out of my pocket saying that, but it wouldn't be me.
Yeah,
Not
I
unless it
get
was
that.
in warranty.
Or
And
it's
that's
like a
what
specialty.
I'm about to go on another little rant here. If you drive an import and it is out, let's say you bought it from Ford, all right? If they're not giving you free oil changes and they're not helping you with the issues on your car, don't take it back to Ford.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we can't work on it. We definitely could, but we are not going as in depth as Honda. And especially if it's a newer car, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you got a 2021 and it's just out of warranty, if I'm taking it to a dealer, it's going to be the Honda dealer, not the
Right.
Ford. I don't know. It's like that's a hard concept for some people. I just don't get it.
It doesn't seem like it would be like take
It
it
just
back to the
makes
professionals.
you're bringing more risk for misdiagnosis in because the tech working on it's probably not going to care as much. It's just going to be like, yeah, get this thing out of here.
Yeah. And probably not be as familiar. It'll take even longer.
Yeah, exactly. It'll take longer too.
Like, I mean, you could probably take apart a Focus in no time. If I took that to like a Chrysler dealer, it'd probably take them a lot longer.
For sure.
Like, it just doesn't make.
Can you
I didn't know
imagine
that was a
taking a
problem.
Focus there?
I didn't even know that was a problem. Like people taking, that non-make. I mean, I even was talking to Isaac about my transmission. I'm like, "Are you sure you want to mess with the Dakota's transmission? It's a Mopar." And he's
Yeah,
like,
we
"Well,"
will
he
work
said,
on whatever if it's for the friends and
"Well, Isaac was like,
depending.
some stuff is about the same. He's like automatic transmissions. They all got clutch packs. They all got basically
Yeah,
the same stuff. But
they
like
all
whenever
operate the same.
you're talking about like sensors and stuff on like we'll say like a Chrysler for example. I mean, we didn't even know the truck had single overhead cam until we dug into it.
I didn't know nothing about it,
I
I
didn't either.
just had to learn as I went.
Yeah, it's just like and
And you know what? Timed it, no problem.
yeah.
I can work on it.
And your trade though, I mean, time is money, and if you're the customer, I mean, like I said, it just doesn't make any sense to take that make to Ford.
I'm
Like if I
definitely going
took,
to quote more for a
I'm not
timing
gonna
belt
take.
job on a Civic than a Focus.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a problem in the automotive industry.
I don't know. Some places really don't mind, and then some just, they stay in their area. if you can't work on it at all, yeah, that's a problem. But I wouldn't advise to do that to your dealer.
Yeah.
But if they don't mind, then that's fine too.
Is
I
it
can just go
common to
on
just get
rant.
turned away? Like, be like, yeah, we're not messing with this.
It depends. I usually, I don't know if I have. There Now there are some things I'm just not gonna do.
Yeah.
Because it's pointless. I don't have the tools. So, for example, this is one I turned down that another tech had already turned down, and they was like, "Will you do it?" And I was like, "Nah, I'd rather not." And
Yeah.
it was Suburban, 2022 Suburban. All right,
Okay.
pretty new, just
Yeah.
out of warranty.
Yeah.
Uh, like 66,000, literally 1,000 out, and something with the diff and need a rebuild. I don't know. I didn't tag it, but they was like, "Will you build it?" Because they knew I could do it.
Yeah.
No, we don't got the tools for that. And even if we could, why don't you just take it to Campbell?
Exactly.
It's just easier. They got the book to show everything. I can get on Pro Demand, which sucks ass and I hate it, and use what they say. But at the end of the day, yeah, I could have rebuilt it, but should I? No, I think it's better for the customer, honestly, to go to Campbell anyways.
Yeah, it'd be a lot less time. It'd be, and plus too, like they're gonna have the
They,
parts there to
yeah,
fix it.
I was about to get to that. They got the parts in stock, like a pinion nut or a crush sleeve. We don't got that. We got it down the road.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go to Campbell to get the parts.
It's like going to a transmission specialist for like a rear end problem. It's like, yeah, he might know about it, but like, does that mean he wants to do it? Not really.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't work out for anybody. Like you're gonna get charged more. He's gonna take longer. He probably it's way out of it's not way out, but it's out of his wheelhouse. The whole
Yeah,
point of like you just get good at what you do and you stick to it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going outside of the box, but like from a practicality standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. Like you said, to take your rear end to a trans guy or your engine to a trans guy to an engine guy. You know?
it's just nice to stick to, I guess, the specialty of what that place is. Usually,
Right.
places specialize in things. I love watching Dave's, and it's just crazy how much they specialize in.
Yeah, it's expanding. He got a machine shop. He's got
They
like
do
his
Chevy, Dodge, Ford, you name it. Like they do it.
diesels. Like, he's got it all. It's and he seems like he takes good care of his people. Dave would be a cool
For
guy to
sure.
have on.
Oh yeah, he would be awesome to have on.
I'm sure he stays pretty busy, but
I'm sure he does. He is definitely a busy man, I'm
job.
sure.
He does make good content though.
Yeah. It's cool that's a family business too, his son works for him. I respect that.
Yeah. And the amount of like time that his techs have where they've been there, it just goes to show he's a good employer. Like you got people that have been 10, 15 years. Like, yeah, you're a good employer when you're rocking employees.
You know how many people do that at Ford? There's only 2.
LD ain't going nowhere.
He gonna die in that break room. He just gonna walk in and he gonna be sitting there with a cigarette in his hand dead. I
God.
love him, but that's how it's gonna be. LD gonna live and die at Ford. That's all I'm saying. He lived by Ford. He gonna die by Ford.
They're just gonna turn his toolbox around and make that into his headstone.
That's gonna be his casket. He's gonna be in the hutch.
That's awesome.
You gotta carry it into the, right where they lower it.
Yep. Who's the other guy? The guy that's by Jared? I don't know his name. Bruce, yeah.
Yeah, Bruce. I love Bruce. Bruce is very funny. He's the most non-car guy master, like really smart master tech you've ever known.
Really?
He really couldn't care much for cars. He's just like they're just work.
They're just a paycheck.
Yeah. So and hey, he makes it work, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, he got all the way to master.
Not say he's probably liked a few older trucks or cars. Not gonna say he hasn't, but he's just never been the hot rod kind of guy.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool. It'd be really cool to maybe get like a little interview from LD and Bruce.
Yeah, it would.
Maybe I can see about setting something up.
Yeah, the little I talk to LD, he is like he's super chill. Like
Mm.
him talking about that what is it 2025 Lariat he's working on. I'm like, God,
Nah, it's
dude.
like a 19 or
Oh, I thought it
something.
was a newer one.
Nah, that was an old body.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy that they're having him work on that. I'd just be like,
I mean,
no.
it's not. I don't know if we should get into it, but it's not through Ford entirely. I
Oh
don't
no.
think it has an RO wrote up, but I don't know. I don't think it's LD is kind of the guy just talking to the customer and doing everything.
Yeah, man of the people.
Man,
Kind
he
of like
is
you.
like me. What do you mean?
You always helping the homies out. Don't act like you ain't.
Not always. You
Well,
gotta learn on your own, son.
yeah, that's true. That's why
I
I'm
try
glad
to.
I'm.
I try
I
to
mean,
not do everything.
we were looking back at how long we've spent on my car, and like that. I think definitely the first time, maybe even part of the second time that I had it in there. I mean, I was pretty much on my own.
For sure.
I'm not mad at what I was able to get on my own done. I hope I'm able to learn a lot on this fuel
It's your
system.
car, you know. I definitely don't want to do all of the work or nothing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's a win-win because I get to learn, and if
Mm-hmm.
I get in a bind, you're there to help me get out of it.
And if I can't, there's someone at Ford that surely can help us out.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. You
I've
are
never
the
had
LS Pro.
I've never had someone say like, "Hey, I need help getting a bolt out," and I couldn't. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah,
I do pretty good. Usually people come to me when they got issues, so I feel pretty good about that.
yeah.
Makes me feel
You're pretty good tech.
like I do good, but I feel I'm still really inexperienced, even though I do good, and I know that I don't like to get arrogant. Some people like to be real arrogant about what they do, even
Yeah,
though they're not that experienced at it.
that's the one thing about you is you're good tech, and you don't brag about it like some people that I know. I mean,
Gotta
I
let
know.
your accomplishments speak for themselves, man.
Yeah,
It's like I told Tim. That stuck with him. He was like, I like that. He's like, I'm gonna have to use that.
I liked him.
We need more people like Tim too. He'd be cool for an interview too.
Tim is the busiest man I ever met in my life.
I agree. He is a busy man.
That
There's
dude,
a lot of busy people I know.
the one time he actually let me like come over and talk to him, I was like endlessly thanking him. I was like, Tim, thank you so much for your time. Because I know that man does not have very much time in his life.
He's a really good, down to earth guy though.
He is, and yeah, I liked him a lot. I think a lot of Tim.
I do too. He's a good man. Anyone who needs machine work, if you can get him, go for him. Keys Machine, Cave City, Kentucky,
Yeah,
right off I-65.
yeah, get him while he's in business because I'm sure he's probably going to be trying to close up
I
shop
had
before
to.
too long.
I was like, I gotta have him work on my LS dog.
Yeah,
It's like, I may not even, next time I build one, he may not even be doing it no more.
you're exactly right.
He got some heads of mine too. I've been meaning to pick up. Speaking
What
of
heads?
heads, some truck square or rectangle port,
Oh,
like LS3 style heads.
is that what you're going to be putting on your 416
It's
for
not gonna
now
be
at least?
stock. It's gonna be different valves.
Ah,
If I do, I'm
hollow
gonna put
valve stem.
LS3 valves and hollow valve stem, dog. The valve stem is hollow. What you mean? Oh, you're talking about the stem of the
Yeah,
valve, not the
yeah,
guide. My bad. I'm
right.
thinking of the guide.
No,
Yeah,
you're good.
it'd be the LS3 valves, a hollow stainless steel intake, and not nitrogen. Nitrodide? No. Can't remember what they fill the exhaust valve with, but helps with the temperature a little bit.
Yeah,
Exhaust valve don't gotta be hollow. They're already light, they're a lot smaller. The intake valve being the bigger one's the one you really gotta worry about. It always has more. And it's the one that always is gonna hit. So, uh, you know, you definitely want to make sure it has as little closing bounce as it can.
So is having your transmission messed up, is that kind of is that going to set you? I mean, obviously it's going to set you back, but did it kind of deter some of you pushing forward in your engine build?
Not really. I've been just kind of, as much as I would like to go spend all my money on my car, I don't really want to.
I'm worried that bike season's gonna put you back. You're gonna be too focused on bike season.
I'm definitely gonna do a few things that need to be done to the bike. Like, I got a bent handlebar from when I laid it down that first time.
Yeah.
My mirrors don't work. I need 2 mirrors. My headlight will randomly cut out. I need to fix that, and my multifunction switch don't work. But other than that, I really don't got a lot planned for. I did talk to the body guy that we got about painting fairings, maybe
Yeah.
if I want to buy some and get them painted. But I might buy some pre-painted ones.
Nice.
It's definitely riding Monday. No, not Monday.
It was like yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah, riding yesterday really got me back into wanting to ride.
I've been trying to find that song for the life of me that you said you wanted to mob out to on your bike. That, like, man,
Sweet Escape.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. The most.
Look it up.
Oh, what's her name?
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, Gwen Stefani.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to look up that song because
it's just
been stuck in my head.
It's the bike music, man. The white girl music.
White girl music.
That's what I'm about. That mid 2000s pop.
I was so worried that bike weather is going to deter you on getting your car running because you're just going to be enjoying the bike too much.
You think I won't mob out to a Cars and Coffee on the bike? You're wrong. There's one Saturday.
No, I'm talking about the progression on your car. Like, you're going to not be as focused. Oh, okay. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, I'm not rushing it right now.
My car's got to have its brother back this year.
It'll be back this year for sure. I can fully, confidently say that.
Me and Jordan about to have our version 2s are going to be something to look out for. We'll just say that.
I may not make like a lot of money, but I'll work a full-time job and I don't have a lot of bills. If I don't get this car done running this year, something wrong with me. Like, I just need to go through money management classes at that point.
God, calling yourself out.
I am. I got to do better.
Nah, I'm excited. I really, man, I think it's unrealistic, but it'd be cool to have your car back for that meet that we're going to be having in April. But I think that'd be
in April. So that's a month away. Well,
what?
A month and a half. Oh wait, no. April's the 4th, not March.
Yeah, you got like 3 months or 2 months. 2 months whenever we hit like.
No, it is a possibility. I don't think so. But I definitely could be wrong on that. It could be running NA then, but I am a little nervous about tuning. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm gonna yet. I just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, someone's gonna have some content to see.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of content to come.
Who I chose to tune my car agreed to let me do some filming at his shop. So I'll probably wait to let, a few of you probably already know what's going on with my car, but there's a lot that still don't. And I plan to still keep that under wraps until a few feelings are hurt. And then I'll let everybody know.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry. I can't imagine it'll be super much longer. I mean, we have like one more thing to do on it, and then it's like off the tune. So unless something goes horribly
one more
wrong,
thing, but it's more than one thing.
Unless something goes,
it's just one big
wrong,
part, and it's multiple steps.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm optimistic. I think one.
I think we're getting really close. One full day and maybe like a half a day max, I think.
And yeah, a lot of things have came together. We've definitely fixed a lot of issues that we had.
Yeah, I mean, there were definitely some unforeseen issues right out the gate. So
yeah.
And then we didn't work on it for a little spell there too. So,
Dude, we worked on like a total of like, I think if you don't count the times I was by myself, it's probably like 3 days.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and
it's just,
when you think about it, it's like 3 days and how many months it's been apart? Like 2 or 3? How long has it been under the knife?
November.
Since November?
Yeah. No, November or October even. I know I bought the part I think a few days before my birthday, so it was like the beginning of October, and we had a lot between. Let's see, I've got a picture of the part sitting on my counter, October 5th. Let's see, I got a picture of the first time I took the bumper off. November 8th is when I took it apart. So yeah, the very beginning of November is whenever it went under.
I remember, yeah, we worked on it like 2 times then, and we had PRI and a bunch of stuff come up with the holidays, and we took a break.
Well, and your car broke down twice in that period.
Yeah. Dude,
I
I've
mean,
been so busy. It is insane.
yeah, your car broke down twice. PRI. I'm just scrolling through the camera roll. Just so much stuff happened. Christmas, the holidays. Literally everything happened. And then we had a big snowstorm. Everything happened between
Yeah, I
now and
forgot
then.
about that too.
It's been a
People
lot.
are like, it's been a while, but it ain't felt like it really because we ain't spent that much time
It
on it.
hasn't. And just, the weather has been not ideal. I mean, whenever you guys
This
have
week
a
is honestly going to be the first week that we'll even have any weather that would be useful for this car.
yeah,
For any car, really. I mean, you could drive it, but it's like you ain't hooking on anything. You ain't hooking in a 5-speed S10.
yeah, and
Like,
we're in the time of year where, like, if they even give a chance of snow, like, they are salting them roads, and I ain't trying to get salt over my stuff. Like, I ain't about that. The truck's got enough rust for all my vehicles. I don't need no more of that.
dog, you about to have rust inside your transfer case.
Shut up. My transfer case, dude, it's like that Peekaboo song by Kendrick Lamar. It's like poop, bop, bump, bump, bang. It about to hit a bar. Oh
Not that
man,
hot for teacher, Cam. What is that?
what is it?
Like, people say, I want that hot for teacher,
Oh
Cam.
yeah,
I
yeah,
want
that
that
song.
Kendrick Lamar transfer case, dog.
Dude, Diabito found me a
I saw.
Yeah, I messaged the guy, but it's like 4 hours away.
It's not a bad deal.
It ain't a bad deal. I don't know. We'll see.
That's how
That's
much just the trans goes for.
like $400.
Mm-hmm.
Just the only thing that scares me is he already drained it. That scares me a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if he was going to ship it, though, I get it, because you have to drain it.
Yeah. I don't know. It is a super good, especially the front diff too. Like, that's just bonus. That's
Yeah,
bonus
for
points
real.
right there.
You can go scrap that.
Yeah, go scrap it, or I don't know.
Junkyard, buy it, something.
My front diff might not be in great shape. I don't know how wallowed out that
You
front
might
is
get
from that
like
drive shaft.
$50 for it at a junkyard.
Yeah, maybe Jacob Martin would know. Homie
He knows
scraps
all
everything.
I gotta
Oh
work on
man.
his truck tomorrow.
Oh really? That one that we put the long tubes on. He
Mm-hmm.
still got that truck? Oh, what's wrong
Well,
with it?
yeah. Just needs brakes.
Oh
He don't drive it much because, he drives company trucks, so.
yeah, just sits. Dude,
It
there's
must be
like
nice to not be able to put miles on your vehicle. He got it made with that.
he does, dude. My car's got that made. God, I bought my car at 119,000, and I got like 167 now. So I've put like 50,000 on that car, almost 50,000 since I've owned it, and I've owned my car since 2019.
So
So
that's crazy you had it in 19 to me.
yeah,
I guess
I had it a
not, though.
long
That's
time.
only a year before me.
Yeah, I think
It just feels crazy. I had it at 20 years old. I had that car. Like, I should probably not have.
dude, I had a coworker. I texted him. Actually, he was my ex coworker at the time. I had a V6 Camaro, and then I got the V8,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, he had me send a proof. He's like, you better send a title, or you're lying. I was like, okay. He didn't believe me whenever I
Man, like,
bought
is
mine.
that crazy?
I don't know. It was to him for some reason. Oh well.
He's like, bro, you got that?
Now I'm yeah.
I remember when I got my car.
Oh, I do too.
Everyone was like, oh, you got that?
I remember because I was on my way home, and the AFR, or the not the AFR, the DOD went out. Like, and the dealer's like, yeah, we ain't helping you with that.
I thought you remembered when I got my car.
No, I
Like,
don't
you
think I
meant
do.
when you got yours. I got you.
Yeah, I don't think I remember whenever you got your car. Well, I remember you talking about it because you were pretty dead set on S6 or S550, and I was like, no.
No, S197.
Oh, was it? I was like,
13 to
no.
14. 6-speed.
I needed another Camaro, homie.
It'd be hard for me to not want one of them now if I got rid of my car.
Yeah. Dude, I'm the only Camaro guy in our car group. Like, you can't leave me hanging like that.
I'm the Chevy guy. You know, I had to get the Camaro.
Bow tie till I die.
One test drive was all it took. I was like, yeah, we're going to need that.
I'm true white trash. I have 2 Camaros right now. Neither one of them run.
I got a Camaro and a C10, and it don't run either.
Yeah, it's true. All I need is put the 3rd gen on blocks in front of my house, and I will be true.
Mine's already in front of the house.
Oh my god, it is,
It's
ain't
in
it?
front of the barn.
That's funny. Well,
It
guys, I
rolls
guess
good.
that's all that matters. I guess that's got us for this episode. Sorry for kind of the disorganization. I was expecting that prank call to go way longer, but it's all good. We do have a legit. Let me see. Hold on, let me look at the calendar real quick before I let you guys go, because I think we do have an interview coming up next week. Let me see. I can go ahead
and after, right?
Yeah. Okay, no. So we'll have a regular episode next week, and then the week after we'll have 2 back-to-back. We'll have Jared from SKR, and we will also the week after have these guys that reach out. They're from the Quarter Mile Podcast. I believe they shouted us out in one of their recent episodes, so go check them out.
Really?
Anyways. Yeah, he told me what episode he was shouting us out in. I guess they're just in the business of shouting out podcasts. Like, you just submit a form into them and they just shout you out. And they just so happen to be car people, so it kind of just worked out good for both of us.
Wow, that's really cool.
So I wanted to let you know that we received your form. We'll be spotlighting your podcast on the 4th, which would be okay. So it'll air
February 4th.
On their 4th episode, sorry, which will air on the 12th of February. So a couple weeks,
about 2 weeks.
About when we're having them on. No, we're having our show on the 20th. So yeah, about 2 weeks. Go check out their podcast. I don't know what they said about us, so I'm gonna be tuning in to see what's up. But yeah, they seems like they mostly. He said a few. I'm not big. He don't really know much into like cars, but he's like really big into Fast and Furious. So I was like,
hey, ain't no hating that. That's where we all started, right?
Yeah, I plan on refreshing up on my Fast and Furious stuff before he comes on, so we can have some stuff to talk about. Because it's been I think I got into Fast and Furious like after I was into cars, but I binged watched it up in like the 5th or 6th one. It's just the first 2 or 3 or so. Nostalgia.
I need NOS.
My coworker makes that joke all the time. Danger to manifold. Like, you gotta watch this. Yeah. You gotta watch it. What is it? It wasn't a Civic, was it?
No, that was the Eclipse.
Oh yeah, the Eclipse. Yeah, you gotta watch them Eclipses. Them floorboards like to fly out when you add.
Yeah, I know.
Nitrous.
It's crazy how that works.
It's a very common.
And then
problem.
You go drive the car after. Like,
yeah,
what?
He's like Dom rode with him on the way back. Where'd he put his feet at? True. Very true.
You ever the guy who wrote the movies, who owns it? Not DreamWorks, Universal. They own the Fast and Furious franchise. Well, they changed the script so much because the guy who wrote it was like a really knowledgeable car guy, and he made videos talking about all the different things like Danger to Manifold. It's really interesting. It'd be fun to check out.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'll have to look into that. That'd be cool to look up the little factoids and talk to him about that, because I'm sure he knows all those.
He's like, yeah, I originally meant for him to say that it would, too much boost would, cause a ring to pinch or something like that, Yeah. Like, it was actually realistic.
Oh, that's cool.
But, that don't work in show, so.
Yeah, and it's way more entertaining for somebody who's not a car person to see a floor pan fly out whenever it's under
exactly. They don't know.
That'd be a lot better than a ring getting pinched and it just like
you
smoking.
See a piston just go out the head.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's got us for this episode, guys. Be looking out for some future episodes for some interviews. And with that being said, we will catch you in the next one.